waste. It has posed complex sanitation, hygiene and water-related challenges to all governments of African countries, and the need for sustainable, modern, eco-friendly solutions to waste management has become even more critical in Africa today, as sanitation and water hygiene stand as key pillars to healthy and productive citizens, especially in urban areas. The African Development Bank and the African Water Facility in 2013 invested over 1.5 million euros in an urban waste management project implemented in Ghana's Ashama municipality and its environs.
The project is to help reduce the edification within the municipality, and it's also serving as a means of taking care of the environment, the climate change, and then providing job opportunities for the youth within the municipality.
The African Water Facility forged the partnership arrangements, and specific roles were assigned to the Training, Research and Networking for Development Trends Ghana, Safisana Ghana Limited and the Ashama Municipal Assembly as implementing partners during the project's implementation. Other key public sector institutions like the Ghana Energy Commission, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, International Development Association, waste collectors and operators of public toilets, as well as cesspit truck drivers, served as collaborating partners for its implementation. For example, Safisana Ghana Limited, a waste processing company situated here in the Ashama municipality of Ghana's national capital Accra, pioneered green electrical power generation and environmentally friendly fertilizer for agri-purposes from sewage waste collected from beneficiary households and all the public toilets, including those constructed by the project.
Environmental sanitation is one of the critical drivers for economic development of every country. The SDG Goal 6 is explicit on how environmental sanitation services should be delivered, and it should be looked at as a chain. So you have to look at the holistic entire value chain of environmental sanitation, and that's exactly what Safisana Ghana Limited project really was able to produce for us. It has something to do with the energy, it has something to do with the food security, and it has something to do with environmental sanitation and cleanliness.
In particular, the project design utilized the African Development Bank funding in providing for construction, rehabilitation of public toilets to improve access to safe sanitation, construction of an anaerobic digester for waste treatment and biogas production to help increase municipal waste treatment capacity within the municipality, installation of reuse facilities, that is, a unit for energy production and drying beds, as well as sheds for biofertilizer production that converts waste into useful end products, laboratory facilities for quality monitoring, recruitment and training of operators, supervisors and managers.
Hitherto, when these public toilets are full, where sometimes dislodgement becomes a problem and the content of the tanks overflow to pollute the environment.
The plant now processes about 35% of waste generated daily here in Ashaman, enabling improved sanitation for over 80,000 residents of the municipality, whilst providing about 80 direct and indirect employment opportunities for youth and women. The plant, as at the second quarter of 2021, produces about 100 kilowatts hour per day of electricity, which is fed into the national electricity grid of Ghana. The plant is a catalyst for job creation through construction works and improved expertise and job opportunities for men and women in safe sanitation, waste transport, treatment, and reuse.
I previously thought all disposed items like fruits and vegetables was waste and they had no use. But the project has made me learn that such debris could be put to further use in many ways for the good of the country.
Previously, we did not have waste collectors in this market. Before one could access waste disposal services, we would have to spend between 80 to 100 Ghana cedis. Our environment has become exceptionally clean, and we save money for other important purposes.
One of the major challenges that we did have in the initial processes of the project was that we did not have any platform to look at, as this was entirely a new project in West Africa. So we had to pay for a lot of the learning processes and the mistakes that we could have avoided if we could really get a model to look at. In addition to all of this was that the end product that we do, the composting that we also do, also had really difficulty with people really trying to offtake the compost. Why? Because we were not signed on to the government programs of the subsidy, and most farmers, like we all know, are used to this inorganic fertilizer because they buy them at a subsidized rate from the government. Ours is quality, is organic, but it wasn't buy-in by the farmers at the initial point. I mean, this is some of the difficulties that we encountered.
Though many lessons have been learned, with the right sustainability practices, this plant shall be handed over to the Ashama Municipal Assembly after 10 years of operation. There are plans to scale up production and replicate it in other parts of the country.